Hey guys, welcome back to P3D. As you can see, we are on a brand new aircraft. Very brand new aircraft. To the channel, that is. And it's been out for about a month now, for prepared version 4.1. And as you can see, we are in the Luxair livery. And we are here at London City Airport. And today we're off to as you can see, Luxair, so we're off to Luxembourg in this beautiful Dash 8 Q400 by Majestic Software. So, let's go inside the cockpit and let's get everything set up for this aircraft. And I just want to let you know, I did say at the end of the last video that I am learning this, and I might do it if I'm pretty good at it for now. So I am a bit rusty, just to let you know. So, just sorry if I come up across any mistakes and everything. Yeah, that's that. So let's go inside the cockpit, and you can see this is what it looks like inside the Majestic Dash 8 Q400. And let's go and get some power on the aircraft. So we're going to turn on all of the DC control like that. External power for that can come on as well. External power for AC control can come on over there. Main bus tie can come on, which it is. Good. So we're getting some main power. You can see there's some self-tests going on. And that's all that. Good. No need for Apu to start now. I was going to wait for things to come on. We can turn on some stuff manually at the COM1. That can turn on. This can come to on. That can come to on. So that's all good. And they're just doing bank angle sort of tests, and that's good too. And it's going to set the barrow, which is currently at London EGLC, London City. It is altimeter of 1023. So you can see the barrow set, so we can scroll through here, and you can see the barrow right here, 1023. Lovely. And it's an auto IRS is a line, so well, I believe so, unless it's doing it automatically for me, which it might be doing. We can just set these ranges to something appropriate. There you go. Right. It's going to set up the TCAS as well. It's going to get it set up to 2000. It will be on standby for now. That's fine. There we go. So parking brake is set. That's what we want. And I can't remember if I had to turn on the FMCs. Or actually, what's it called? I think it's FMS in this aircraft. But that's that. It's got a checklist with me as well by Majestic. They've created this checklist. And so it's going to go through all that. And actually, yes, there is an on and off button for these FMSs. And there you go. They're turning on now. That's good. So, let's go and get some stuff set up. So emergency lights can come to armed. And we can just probably turn these lights on anyway. Precision light can now come on as we've got power. And that's that there. And that's pretty much most of the overheads panel done for now. It's about, what's the time? About 11 o'clock GMT/Zulu time. So we need to set these too. And you can see our nav runs out on the 6th of December. On the latest one, which is 17112, I believe. So that's that. So currently we're from EGLC. I think this is how you do it. Just let me know in the comments section if you know how to fly this for a while. If you've been using it for about ages, it'd be very nice to know if I'm doing anything wrong, if I missed out something or anything like that. So that's those two done. Then I'm actually just going to go to the data page and services and exits, and then I'm going to open these doors. I should actually open the service door because that's what I want me to open. Like that. That will open that door. And you can see we've got most of the displays here, and it took me a while to find out how to get this changed back to nav. You just click these buttons down here. This goes to nav, and that goes to nav, like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome
And we got a PA sort of thing going on. And it's going to get the after cargo bag door open as well. It's going to get all the doors open, to be honest. And that closes the service door. Okay, let's just keep that open then. That's really weird. Right, so we've got the nav set up there. And we're going to go to flight plan. And actually, let's go to our fuel page. And let's get some stuff set up. So I'm not sure if I should go via passengers here or... Actually, I'm just going to put my 0 fuel weight in. And that's going to be that. So we've got 23 tons and 904 kilos. Enter that in. So that's that. And what we can do is fuel on board, which is 1953. Enter that, and that'll give us a gross weight, which is cool. And then you can see all the sats that will be coming on board once we get engine started. And most of that is set up. So, flight plan out of EGLC. LC like so, enter that in, and accept that. And we go to list. But yeah, I think, just saying, I've already forgotten what to go to. I thought it was list. There's some sort of waypoint thing we go onto here, and obviously I keep forgetting things, and I am the worst at this. So, I'm gonna go through all these pages and find if I can find a page that will tell me where to go. Oh, I am just clicking random buttons. Let's just tune menu. That's a bad idea. Do not go there. So I'm just learning how to do stuff right now, as you can obviously see. So click 1. I don't know. EGLC doesn't list. Okay, right, I'm going to cut the video and let's get this going. And I thought it worked last time. I swear it was on list or something. And it gave me a waypoint list I can click onto. But obviously it doesn't actually show me. And that's a bit of a bummer. Yeah, so I'm going to cut the video. And I'll be back in just a minute. Righty-ho, welcome back. Just found out how to do it. And instead of just having the airport just placed in, got to do the departure first. And so, done the departure. So, out of DVR 5T. And I've just clicked the run button once again. And so that's now done. We can see the new little button here, airway. We can click that. And from DVR, we are on an airway of UL9. There we go to the next page. You can just filter through to 8 and enter that in, and we're on that to Conan, which is number 2. Okay, that's weird. Right, airway from Conan on a UL607, which is number 4. And on that we go all the way up to Remba, which is number 4. And from Remba we go on an arrival actually into Luxembourg, so we can go return that. And because this is a pass flight, I know the winds for arrival, so we can go and put in the arrival airport, and we can accept that, and we'll be landing on runway 24. Our star will be a Remba 2K, which is number 11. And hopefully you'll be doing an approach number 1 ILS. If I know how to do an ILS and a transition. I have no idea which one to choose. It is one of these, 1 or 2. I'm going to probably check on that actually as well. Gonna have to do that. So yeah, I don't think it really matters if it's 1 or 2. I'm gonna go with 1 because that is just 1. So that's done there, and we can go to the flight plan page and gonna check through all of this, see if there's no discontinuities like that, and we can delete that and delete and check through all of it now. And after the runway, that's just get around, so that's fine. If there's no links, that's good. And that's just there. That's just, yeah. Right, that's done. So that's the flight plan done. And we can actually go and shut that service door by data page, services, exits, and service door. And I believe that is everything set up. So now the doors are closing. Hopefully. There we go. Yeah, the doors I don't quite get on this aircraft. They're not quite... Yeah, I don't understand them really. And... let's close that forward passenger one. But actually nothing is coming on that door, so we can go and open the after passenger, and we can go and open the after bag door. Baggage, that is. Hopefully it doesn't close any of the doors, which it doesn't, and the main door's open. Actually there's stairs, so we should open that door. That's perfectly fine. So we're coming back inside, and let's go and so we've done the fasten seatbelts and everything like that. I'm just making sure I know everything's correct. Catering service is complete. So I'm just going to get rid of these caution lights. Right. Should have done this checklist a while ago, but bleeders should have been on. AP bleeds should have been as required if we had the things on. Let's go AP on. Sorry. Can they get the resoak fan on? Get a pressurization. That should be set already anyway. Ace air conditioning packs, they are on also for start, that's fine. And emergency lights are on, that we did ages ago. Fuel transfer and quantity, that's fine, it's off and everything. Park and brake is set, and power levers all the way down to not idle but disconnected, and the fuel can come off. FMS is now set. Takeoff and departure briefing, taking off and out of runway. Is it 27? Yes, it is. After 27 on a DVR 5T departure, and that's that. So before start, trim should be set, and about there. We do good, and doors and fueling lights. Let's just go and wait for the passengers to board actually before we do any of that. Right, let's go into crossfill, and going to crossfill the flight plan like that. Passengers are now boarded, and cross plan the fuel. Crossfill, sorry, not cross plan. And the baggage should literally be finished now. Not too long. So I've got some basic views. I've got this view for the engine, that view, and I've got these last two views here. That's the outside view. So that's that pretty much. Let's go and set the nav source, which changes to FMS1. Which we want FMS1 is what we want, and we should do the same for the other side. Let's go and close all the doors though. After baggage door can close, and I should have turned that on. For some reason, when I change views, I have to click the outside view. I have to click in order to get the sound to come in for that view, which is annoying. Let's go to the nav page. You can see the nav is up, and we're going to go for the terrain, and we're going to go down to. Let's go and close these other doors forward, and that's that. I forgot what I was going to do. Yeah, I was cross-filling, wasn't I? Let's go flight plan page, and that's all set up there. And close the forward passenger door. Yes, I was changing the nav source, wasn't I? Oh, actually no. I didn't have to change this. I can go to assistant, and that's all good. I'm going to get rid of the decision height as well. Don't need that. That can go. Altitude as well. We're going to be flying at altitude of 250. Flight level 250, sorry. Like that. And that's set. Making sure we're directing to our next waypoint, which we are, and not the airport, which is good. I can go back to the flight plan page. And make sure that's all set up to, is that 1023? No, it's not. It sets up to 1023. And as well, the timer actually, I think it automatically starts. I'm not sure. It's just counting to 1 minute for some reason now. Right, so that's everything done. It's going to request for departure. Departure without pushback. And if we get to data service, actually unlink. I don't know what that does. Right, so GPU request, we can cancel that once we've started up the APU. So power and start, APU should start up after a while. That would get that going. Then we can turn on the bleed air and the generators for that. So door and fueling lights are out. That means everything here, so there should be no door lights or any fuel lights. Hopefully they aren't any. And passenger signs are on, which we did. Fasten seatbelt signs, and cabin report is received. Flight deck doors locked. Anti-collision lights can go to red. And AP bleed is off. Don't worry about that for now then. You see it's running. Turn the generators on. And hopefully that should turn green once it gets going. And batteries, that should be fine. Don't know how to see if we're getting power from the... turn the bleed air on. And it's still warning us about the generator. That's actually, no, don't worry about that. That's because we're still getting power from the external power. And from up here. There we go, it's on. Lovely. So actually we can go and cancel that GPU now. Return, and that GPU thing should go now. Hopefully. I say. Let's go to flight plan page now. And there we go, it's just gone now. Nice. So the bleed air is off for start, so that's all good. APU bleed, that is, not air conditioning bleeds. That'll turn on after engine start. So we're pretty much good for engine start then. So what we're going to do is external power APU disconnected. That is after start, sorry. We are cleared to start. Let's go start the engines then. So what we need to do, ignitions can come to normal, and we can go and set this engine start switch to 2. See the noise has changed, and we're going to start number 2. And we're going to make sure we got a solid speed there in the end, the prop, and ooh, it's a bit fiddly. And we're going to set the prop RPM to start / feather, and we can see it starting up here. Got like another Flybe -8 Q400 in the background as well. And let's go and start number 1. That's a lie. The flight time is not going to be 2 hours. It should be 50 minutes or an hour. So those are those engines starting up. Gonna wait for these engines to stable, so let's just go and wait for now. And we come down here actually, turn off that caution light, and we can see from the, can we see voltage from the engines? That's AP generator, that's fine. So we are getting voltage from the left and right and everything, I believe. So we've got main power on the generator. You can see the start switch is now clicked out. That means engines have started. And we can go and get rid of the APU, which is good. The generator's gone, which means we haven't actually lost any power, which is good. Main bus tie, which is up here, that can come off now. Electrical panels are checked, and they're all fine, don't worry. Condition levers all the way to the max. All the way to the max, I say. That'll literally just make the engines go absolutely crazy. And condition, yeah, that's all good. Auto feather can go into selected white. Fuel pumps, I believe these are the fuel pumps. If any of you guys know if that's not the fuel pumps or anything, because it does say just pump on it, and I'm just assuming That's the pumps. So, if they're anywhere else, just let me know, please. If they're on the overhead panel, make sure it's like column 1, 2, or 3, or 4. Let me know, and then that'd be very helpful for me. Good. So, flaps and speed, I will cross-check that table and everything. Rudder, we're going to make sure we got full travel, which we do. Nose steering should be on now, like so. We've got nose steering, and PFD, MD, and FMD is all checked. Bleeds can now come on, along with the minimum. And de-icing pressure, that's fine. Ice protection is good, and T-gas can now actually come on to alt on, or on out. And now we're going to go and do the taxi. So, in order for this aircraft to go, if currently disconnected, it means we're going to go backwards. So we're going to bring in some power, and hopefully we won't go backwards. And we can just disconnect this. Actually, let's go and check my weight first, because that would be very helpful to know. And previous page, gross weight at 25. That's fine. And we're taking off on flats 5. This means we'll be having some V-speeds set up. Let's go and quickly do that then. And we are, is it below 20 degrees? Or is it above 20 degrees? Give me some stats for airports, please. It is obviously in England, so below 20 degrees. And we're in almost 0 feet, so that gives us some V-speeds of 124 by 124. Hello, that's a bit too high. And our V2 speed is going to be 127. Like so, and that's done for the V speeds. Let's get going. So, a bit more power. We can go and release the parking brakes, like so. Set the flats to 5, and we're going to go off to... I've got to use my yoke in order to steer this aircraft. It's extremely weird. Let's go and turn on the taxi light as well. So our takeoff N1 or whatever torque is going to be at 90%. Yeah, I gotta use my yoke to steer, which is a bit annoying because my yoke's got quite a big dead zone. I'm using the Cytec ProFlight yoke system. Or was it by Logitech? I can't remember, but hey. It's got some, is that an Embraer and an Airbus next to each other? I believe it is. Don't know if they're static aircraft, they look like they're static. Should probably turn those off to get some air traffic in, as we do have air traffic. And we're going to go enter the runway now. So, okay. Got to turn on some window heats here. Bring that down so I can actually see the buttons here. I'm going to go to normal, and that should be fine for now. So, I'm going to turn on the landing lights as well. But mainly want to turn these exterior lights to white and anti-coal. So, taxi. I've checked the brakes already. Takeoff warning. Well, that's... I don't know what to do there. Takeoff power is going to be on top. Flight instruments are checked. That's all good. And there's no warnings anyway. We can go and check by up here. Well, there are warnings actually. It'd be helpful if we get some pitot stackers on and check what these are. Anti-skid, that is fine. We can go and turn that on. Okay, now I've got no warnings. That's why we should do that. So your damper can come on, which is over here. And we can go and get some nav set up. And VNav. For some reason they can't do VNav, it's really annoying. So that just doesn't work. So we're going to click altitude select, and we're going to go and do a VS of about 2000 to start off with, along with the LNAV. That's fine. Let's get some power in because we're not going anywhere. And I forgot to do the hydraulics like so. Right, that is that page done. So turn over the page. Is there any lineup? Which is good. Anti-collision lights, that's fine. We're going to be coming onto that. We've done that already as we are on the runway. And landing lights are on. Pitot statics. Isolation valve. That's all good. Bleeds is as required. AFC is modes. So I have no idea what that means. But hey, which is actually over here. We've done it. We set everything up actually. Anyway, we've got altitude select, and we're not doing heading. We're going to go straight on the LNAV as we're doing a departure. And out of London City, as there is a SID at this airport. If there aren't a SID, like I think Southend doesn't have a SID, that's going to be using the heading, runway heading for departure, and a caution panel, which is black. Next checklist will be the let's go all the way over here actually. There's no point turning around over there, we're not that big. So after takeoff is our next checklist, which is fine. So we're going to make sure flaps 5 are set, which is here. Which is fine. We're going to set this down to the nav page now. And we're going to spin us around. All the way to the nose left. Hopefully don't go off the runway. Looks like we're not. We do have to have a bit of power though. Side window demist. That'd be very helpful, thank you. I don't need it just now though. Right, let's start straightening up now. Right, let's get going. So what we need to do is disconnect this, which means we can go full power and literally go crazy, which we're going to do now. So, we get on the runway. There is no aircraft on the runway. We're clear to take off. There's an aircraft waiting for us, but there we go. End top. Going to wait for a 90% on the torque, which it is levering up now. And now I'm using the rudder to steer us. And we can see the airspeed is alive. And don't know what they call it in the Dash 8, but there's 80 knots or 100 knots now as well. And we're trying to keep in the center line. And there we go, there's our V1 speed. And positive climb, gear up. We are now in the air, ladies and gentlemen. And obviously we are going a bit ahead of the VS here. That's fine. Got a waypoint alert, which is telling us we're going to go on to the next waypoint soon, which is going to spin us to the right now, soon, hopefully. Let's go and turn right, then we can go and turn on the autopilot, as well as our transition altitude out of this airport, which is 6,000 feet. There we go, we can turn the aircraft to the left now. Oh, right, sorry, right. And that's just going to spin us around. Actually, we've got all the way to the right now. We can turn on the autopilot, and that'll get us going. So you've got all the fuel power and everything. But when I get to the cruise, I'm going to bring down the prop RPM, unless we get to a steady climb rate as well. And got a bit of lag, don't worry. Got a lovely London City. I should get FTX England. You can actually see the gherkin right there. Traffic. Okay, let's not stop looking at the gherkin. Take a look at the traffic that's going to come up to us. We have British Airways 747 coming right at us. Don't worry. We're fine. When the clear. Got another airport ahead of us there. Don't know what airport that is. I can go and check. That is either Stapleford or North Weald. So, passing 5,000 feet, only 1,000 feet until we go and change our to transition altitude of 6,000 feet. And after takeoff, landing gear is up, flaps go to 0, bleeds are on to normal, and climb power is now set. And I'll just change everything according to how our speeds are going. It's just going to try and get us right to the top of the speed there. And now we can go and change our barrier to 1013 as well here. Like that. So you see our time is going there. 4 minutes of flight time. So that's automatic actually. Right, it's going to pass through the clouds. That looks beautiful. So, let's go to this view. I hope you enjoyed the takeoff on this brand new aircraft on our channel. Sorry if I'm a bit rusty with it, or not rusty really, brand new with it. Not sure properly what to do with it. I've seen a little mishap at the start of the flight today, setting up the FMS, but kind of got kind of hang around it really. See what the ILS is like down on the approach. I'm not sure how that's going to go. I've done a couple of flights with this aircraft. Kind of failed the ILS actually. I'm very stupid at that. So, right. So down that after takeoff checklist, the climb is going to be altimeter, ice protection as that's required, pressurization to be checked, and everything else, fuel pumps can come off, and auto feather actually, we can go and set that off. That's good. Yes, I hope you enjoyed the takeoff. Wow, those clouds have just changed massively. Probably going to have to turn off the landing lights now, like that. Let's make sure all the lights are good. Yeah, so, sorry, this is the last time. I'll see you in the descent. And enjoy the cinematics of this brand new aircraft. Probably the next flight in this aircraft, being a flyby or the return flight. Don't really have any other airports to maybe we're doing, I don't know. But yeah, probably be this return flight or in a flyby around the UK. I don't know if that'll be the next flight though. It will certainly be the next flight of this aircraft, obviously. So, I'll see you in the descent and enjoy the cinematics. Goodbye. Hey guys, welcome back into the descent. Sorry about the no cinematics. It's the first, and don't know what really happened really, and everything started getting a bit stodgy. I don't know what to call it. Very laggy, I'd say, and the whole display, as it called it, and I had a display error, and that crashed, and I might need to update my driver to the latest version. So. But we're back. Hopefully there is no lag or something in this descent, but there's just no cinematics for today. I'm extremely sorry. No music for you guys. So we will get one for the beautiful bird, but for now we can't do anything. So currently passing about 12,000 feet. We are on the VNAV not descending, sorry, and we're due to about 1.2. That's fine. That's alright. And you can see the ILS thing up there, but that's fine. I have punched in the ILS as well, on the ILS 1, so when we get to that, we can go onto the ILS, which is the glide slope, or the approach, I think, is what we will select. And we will change the nav source, which will help us on the stuff as well. So, pressurization is set. GPWS flat, actually. Is our landing altitude set? I don't think so. So landing altitude at runway 24 is 239 feet times 1,000. Okay, so that's 2,000. That would be 1,000. It would be about there, I'd say. That's all set. Good. And briefing is all fine, don't worry. We need to do the minimums though. So we come to the minimums. This is MDA, I believe, or decision height. I'm not sure which one it is. Hopefully it's MDA. I have been using that one, so I'm going to be using this one for this flight. And that would be at a crazy height of 1,410. Like that. And for some reason, it's going to turn on the lights. Like so, those lights can turn on now. Runway, in the RLS it says the runway is at 1,200 feet. But on the airport diagram it says it is not at that height, that is the heading. So I have got this wrong. So that's about 1,000 there, and we want to change it up to 1,200, which is about there. I guess something like that. Cool. So that's 1,200 set in the landing altitude. Now you can see our go around actually is coming up to this DIC waypoint here. I have unlinked everything actually on this side. I need to do it on this side as well. I could go to menu and do, or data, is it? Yeah, crossfill. I could do crossfill the flight plan and the fuel. That's back to normal. Good. So come to this page now, which is good. Everything's back to normal. Everything is perfect. So our transition altitude is at 4,500 as well. I'm going to set the ILS heading, which is at a 239. There we go, like so. 239. And we're nearly on to the approaches of Luxembourg. We'll probably see the airport once we get out of these clouds. Yeah. So, my whole, I'm setting our waypoint down to 4,600 for some reason, but I am going to go down to 3,000 because that's what most waypoints are set at currently, and the RLS comes in at 3,000 feet too, so that's fine, and the glide slope will come in once we get there. So that is our descent done. Altimeters will, so we can come and do our approach checklist once we set our altimeters, which will be not too long. Our rate of descent has decreased, and obviously we can see here we've got that all done. So for the approach, I think we set the condition levers to the max. Actually, not the approach, at the landing actually, and it doesn't look like there is any turning back on of the auto feather. No, that's fine. Just for the takeoff, the auto feather is needed. That is fine. And the fuel pumps, I don't believe, come on. Yeah, they do. They come on the approach. Seriously, guys, if these are not the fuel pumps, please let me know. And just kind of direct me to where they are. So, I don't think we need any de-icing. Let's go look outside to make sure. There's a clickable something here. This bit's clickable. Don't know why that is clickable, but hey, is that clicking something down here? Yeah, something here I can click. So, no, it's not the cockpit, this is the cockpit. I don't know why I went inside. Right, so, yeah, so that, hopefully those are the fuel pumps there. And just going to make sure there is no fuel settings, as I call it, up here, so that's fine. Hopefully those are the fuel pumps. There's no need for de-icing, so don't have to put that on slow or anything. Let's go and tell you the actual temperature and everything else down at Luxembourg. So our altimeter at Luxembourg is 1024, along with a temperature of 6 degrees currently, and the wind is at 270 at 7 knots as well. I don't know if you have to put anything in here for the approach. Flight plan winds? No. Return back. Okay, I can't get out of that now. Flight plan menu. Next page. Waypoint. Nothing. No. That's fine. We get to the this page, which includes the runway for our landing, which is at 12:34. We're literally actually coming into our final approach into the runway. Actually, I'm gonna zoom out on this range here, and I zoom in a bit. Yeah. And there's no weather actually, because the weather is on test currently. That was meant to go all the way to the on, and now we got some weather. I'm gonna tilt it down a bit. That's apparently -5 degrees. I'm gonna tilt it about -1 for our approach. So there we go. We're gonna set the QNH of, what was it, 1024. Oh, actually, we can push to standard pressure. That was very stupid of me. 1024. And hopefully we get back onto that. It says say pitch hold. Only onto the VNAV, thank you. Now just hopefully descend us down to the VNAV. If we turn on some vertical speed, just bring it down to like 1,000 or something. That'll bring us back on. Hopefully, I say. There we go, we're on the VNAV path once again. Lovely. So nearly onto our final waypoint, and then we go onto the glide slope actually. So we can turn on the approach, which is actually on the glide slope, as well as that's just telling us we are approaching. Go change the nav source once we lined up everything. So, temps are set, fuel transfer is off, fuel pumps on, hydraulics are checked, standby, PTU, everything's fine, passenger signs are now on, and caution panel is black, and cabin is secured, landing, ice protection is as required, gear will not need to come down just yet. And hopefully we hold at 3,000 feet, I say. If not, nah. Alright. Change the nav source. So we do need to do get rid of that bit more descending. Get on that glide slope actually.
Terrain. Caution. Terrain.
There we go, on the glide slope and the localizer. So this is telling us to pull up, that's fine. So, gear down. That will actually get rid of that thing. And we are not going flaps 10 just yet, as I wait for the gear to come down and everything like that. So, I forgot to punch in the speeds, I forgot how high Luxembourg is. We can try and quickly do it. It's about 112. And this can be up to 100 and... No, this is meant to be 112. $108. Beautiful. So gear is down. Let's go and set flaps. Next set of flaps, which is flaps 10, which is our landing flaps today at Luxembourg Airport, is coming into view. I have loads of things not set up, I don't think. I'm not sure. So flaps are set, bleeds as minimum and required. That's good. We're good. We're good for landing, and we can go get rid of the APU. Autopilot, sorry. Bring the nose up. Not too high actually. And those fuel things should have turned up to. Let's not try and do that. Oh dear. You never saw that. That never happened. That did not happen. I'm terribly sorry. I am needing to read more of the checklist. I thought I was ready, but hey, we're landing, getting the ground. Okay, not the best of landings, I have to say. Yes. Let's get some reversers on here. Oh, that bass. there's 60 knots. Let's go and get rid of those reverses because they are hurting my ears. Right, control lock. We can go and turn that on. Well, that's not the control lock, but hey. And no steering can come on now. As well as some brakes, and we can steer off here. Right, turn on the taxi light, turn off the those lights, and hydraulics will now come off. So we can get rid of the yaw damper as well, and that's good. We can set the swallows to taxi. Right, welcome to Luxembourg. I'm sorry about the landing, everybody. I should have just left where they were, the control levers. But that's fine. Right, so let's go and request GSX for a parking spot, which we will be going to. Hopefully, if I can steer with the... Yeah, I need to get used to the steering on this aircraft. It's a bit different than you would think. I have no idea where these aircraft park, actually. So I'm going to go for like an A6. No. Right, let's go to A6. So, after landing, control lock is on, anti-collision lights can come to red. That's what we need to do. That's what I was thinking. Weather radar and flaps can come to 0. Oh, let's just watch where we're taxiing. I hope no one laughs. Right, so there's another Luxair on that part of where we're going to park actually. So we can probably change ours to like in the V's. That is just the wrong button. Change to V. And we want to change it to like V32, V27, maybe V27. Beautiful. No. Handling by Luxair. Beautiful. That's what we want. Fuel pumps can now come off. Apparently not both of them were on. I don't know what happened there. Okay. Whoopsies. Weather radar did come to standby. Terrain can come off. This thing can come to the system page. That's Lima 5, there's Lima 4. I want to enter on Lima 3, which is just after this aircraft. Well, I don't know where I'm going, to be honest. That's definitely not the correct places, I don't think. So, welcome. I'm sorry about the landing. Please forgive me. I will get better. I will remember to put condition levers to max. And, yeah. That's just that. So, we'll just all forget about that and just remember how lovely our 1 hour and 5 minutes flight was today. And we can make sure everything else is fine here. Get a bit more power in. And your damper can come off, which I did already. That's fine. Main bus tie can come to the tie now, which is there. So we're going to park here. Apparently Luxair is going to push us back with that thing for some reason. I hope not. That is a bit crazy. I'm going to park in here. V27. And there's the marshaller. Okay, a bit of oversteer there. Just getting used to the using my yoke to steer us around. It's a bit tricky. Let's just line up perfectly well. And we can go and stop here. Set to idle. Make sure we have started the APU before we did anything. That was a stupid idea of me. So there we go, APU is now starting. He is just bowed to me. And we can actually don't have to do, look at that. We can see our whole stuff. Total apparently is 40 minutes flight. And so that's just lying to us. So we can go to the menu page and go to data, services, and request the GPU, and forget about starting that. Even though that's on, that's fine. External power can come on, and wait for the GPU to arrive. Is it requested? Don't think it has. Okay, that's fine. We can get rid of the external power, and then we can just go and kick on the generators and the bleed air from the APU, which means we can now shut off the engines, like so. Right, there they go. They're all shutting down. Everything's turning off now. We can turn off the bleeds, not bleeds, pitot-statics, and the bleeds up here. Like that. Fasten seatbelt signs can come off. Position light is on. Exterior lights, so that can come off. Taxi light can come off. External power does not needed. And that's all good. Got some warnings. That's fine. That TCAS can come off to standby though, like so. Well, I'm sorry about the landing for that flight. I just realised that's 3,000 feet. You're not 3,000 feet above ground. You're about 3,000 feet above sea level, and the ground is 1,000 feet. So a bit late on the. Yeah, I need to get used to Luxembourg Airport. Actually, it's quite cloudy. I didn't really know where I was compared to where the ground was. As you can see, it's really foggy. Sorry, well, it's cloudy and foggy. So that's that. But hey, first time on the channel. I did say it's a bit rusty, and so yeah, here I am. And hope you enjoyed the flight today. Bus, get out of the way. Actually, Luxair is fine. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed our flight today with Luxair. I certainly enjoyed it. I hope you did too. And sorry about the cinematics. I just had to do stuff for that. Hey, it just didn't quite work with us. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the flight. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.